All right, welcome to the Monday Noon Reset Workshop. We're talking about potential is not reality. So, welcome everyone, whether you're joining live or watching this replay later. I am so very glad that you're here. As always, let's take a deep breath. Let your shoulders relax. Let the morning go. Because for the next few minutes, this is your reset. This is your opportunity to reconnect with yourself before the week begins pulling on your energy. Today's workshop is built around a simple truth. Potential is not reality. And learning the difference can literally change your life. Now, it is Monday. It's definitely Monday. And that's why we do this workshop right here. Okay. We do it right in the community. We'll talk in a circle. Hopefully, as we grow, we'll get more people to join and we can dive deeper into conversations like this. But let's start by getting you to stop carrying last week. One of the biggest mistakes survivors make is carrying last week's pain into this week. Sound familiar? The argument, the disappointment, the confusion, the text message, the broken promise. I mean, the emotional exhaustion. And before Monday even starts, before Monday even gets out the gate, we are already overwhelmed. But I'm going to tell you something. Healing requires a decision. You must decide what comes with you and what gets left behind. Because not everything deserves access to your new week. That's kind of crazy because there are so many things that we feel obligated to give it access. We don't, especially when it comes to narcissistic abuse, dealing with our demon. We are not obligated to let them intrude on our peace. So what are you choosing to leave behind this week? Think about that for a second. What are you choosing to leave behind this week? Now, one of the hardest lessons survivors learn is that patterns tell the truth. Okay? Not promises, patterns. See, a promise tells you what someone wants you to hear. The pattern tells you who they consistently are. And in all honesty, many of us stayed because we believed the promise. We stayed because we saw potential. We stayed because we believed change was coming. But healing, and I say this often, healing begins when we trust reality. Not hope, not fantasy, reality. Reality is a powerful word. Although today I want you to ask yourself, what patterns have I been explaining away? Because peace truly begins where honesty begins. So when you think about it, a lot of what goes on, in a narcissistic dynamic is we give a whole bunch of hope to this person's potential, even though we are seeing who they consistently are. Which brings me to a question. What pattern finally opened your eyes? Because there's always that one pattern that triggers that realization. What you do with it, completely up to you. But in every narcissistic dynamic, there is that one breaking point where you see them for who and what they truly are. And then you're left with that choice of, are you going to trust your instincts what you're saying? Are you going to trust reality, or are you going to keep on rewriting the story? Many survivors think healing means learning to trust other people. I'm going to tell you, I disagree. Healing starts by learning to trust yourself again. Trust your instincts. Trust what you saw. Trust what you felt. Trust what your body was trying to tell you. The truth is, your intuition was speaking long before your mind was ready to listen. Sound familiar? And every time you choose reality over illusion, self-trust becomes stronger. Every time you honor your boundaries, self-trust grows stronger. Every time you stop abandoning yourself, self-trust grows stronger. That's the recipe right there. Deal with reality. Reality doesn't change for no individual, including a narcissistic demon. What you feel, what you see, what you heard was real. You need to stop trying to rewrite reality. So with that being said, what's one way you're going to choose yourself this week? Literally choose yourself this week. Not the hope, not the potential, what they could possibly become, how the relationship can get back on track, but what are you going to do for yourself? So before I leave, I want to give you a challenge. I want you to write down 3 things. 3 patterns you've been calling potential. 3 truths you've already known. 3 ways you're going to protect your peace this week. Because healing is not information. Healing is action. Sometimes it's small actions. Small actions that you repeat consistently. That right there, that is how peace is built. And that is why, that's the very reason why these workshops exist. Not so much to give you more information, but to help you create transformation. Isn't that a powerful word, transformation? If today's workshop helped you and you'd like to continue these conversations throughout the week, I'd love to welcome you into the Real Talk Inner Circle. This community exists for people who are ready to stop healing alone. Thank you for spending this time with me. I appreciate it. But more importantly, I need you to remember who you are. I need you to choose peace. I need you to protect your energy. And as always, I need you to stay powerful. Thank you for joining me right here for the Monday Reset.